Well, hi there everyone, this is Denise, and today I want to talk about a bit of an elephant in the room, and that is moving sector or moving niche. And over the past few weeks and months, as it is now, would you believe it's been 4 months? Was it next week? Is it the anniversary of us all going into lockdown? It's been 4 months. During this time, people have vacillated back and forth about, what should they be doing? Should they move completely? Should they close the business down? Should they change sector? And it's something that comes up for a lot of people. And, it's a valid point. So there's 3 things I want to talk about today that might just formulate your thoughts around this. And the first one is think about the long game. Though we're in a weird situation now, we've got social distancing, we've got various other things, everyone's saying nothing will change until we get a vaccine, probably won't be the case. I wouldn't necessarily, in fact, I certainly wouldn't direct my focus on being in a sector that's relevant now. Yes, you may make some money, but by the time you've got everything up and running, everything will have changed again. So think about the long game. Think about what are the markets that are growing that I think I could add value to? And if you're unsure what they might be, you have something called Google. Jump on Google, PwC, Deloitte, all of these different areas you can actually you can find online, and they'll give you some data around what are the markets that are predicted to be growing quite soon, and what are going to be sustainable over the next few years. So think about that first of all, because you've got to enjoy what you're doing, and you've got to be somewhere where it's going to be relevant for you. So be thinking about your 5, 10, 15, 20-year plan. Forget the 1 or 2 years. It's about the long game. The second thing is think about what we like to call it the adjacent few. Now, it might be that, let's say you're an accountancy recruiter or whatever, that there is something aligned to what you do currently where you think, that is sustainable. I could work that. I've got transferable skills. Give you an example from ourselves, which might just help to focus is we work in the recruitment sector too. We also work in training. We have a number of training companies that we work with. I've been working with them for years, and we don't sort of publicise it. And many of them have come to us recently about online and how can they convert some of what they're doing online. So, that is going to be a growth area, obviously, in the next sort of weeks, months, years, decades. So that is something we've thought about. So what would your equivalent to that be? So think about that. So thinking about, where's the growth markets? What's the adjacent few? Which are the areas which are very easy to move into? Because then if you're doing that, it's not such a hard task to actually do that, because you're moving into a sector where you have some understanding, some knowledge at least. You're not starting from, baseline. Next is think about the resource that you will need, because if you are moving into a new sector or a new market, you need to understand how you are going to market to that new sector. What are the types of clients that you want to work with? What's your offer? I think that's probably a subject for another video, but what's your offer? How do you get in front of them? Who's your ideal avatar? How will you connect with them? What content will you provide? Will you have a brand new website? Will you have a different section on your website? So it's all of these things. So it's like, take this seriously, because if there's ever a time to think about changing, it's at a time of change where we are all now. We're occupying that new norm. So think about it, and think about it logically. And these are the first 3 things that I would be thinking about. So I hope that's been useful, and we'll speak soon. So bye for now.